Hey guys, what's up?
I'm Trevor,
And I'm Sean.
and together we're Vaportron.
Last time we mentioned we were bringing you a different brand than we've done so far, and it is actually Juicy eJuice. The flavor is Perfect Peach. Now, this at one time was Top Shelf Vapor's main brand. They still have some left. We've heard a rumor that they're phasing it out. If that rumor turns out to be true, don't worry. You can also get it here in St. John's at King Vapor. They also carry this brand. And I imagine if you do a bit of searching, you can find some sources online as well. I'm jumping ahead of myself here. We did, after some searching, finally find the PG-VG ratio. It was a little difficult to find on Juicy's website, but apparently their e-liquid is approximately 67% PG and 33% VG, which is a fairly high PG amount of PG. For an eJuice, at least in our opinion. But you know, some people go with pure PG, some will go with the opposite direction. So, and this is actually the brand of eJuice that we actually started with. At that time, we didn't understand a lot about PG/VG ratios, things like that, and we really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So you know, why not? Now this one, oh, I put this aside too quickly. This one, it's on their main description page. Described as, not there, the perfect peach e-liquid from Juicy eJuice delivers the memorable flavor of delicious fresh peaches. And they also have different information in their e-shop. Juicy eJuice perfect peach e-liquid keeps you feeling peachy keen just like a Georgian peach. Is there really a lot of difference between different varieties of peaches and flavors that you're aware of?
No.
So, well, if anyone out there is the kind of person who tends to really notice the difference in different varieties of peaches, I guess expect this one to taste like a Georgian peach.
Alright, I'm going to smell it now.
Now, like I said, this is actually not our first impressions, but we're going to do the sniff test anyway.
I can't smell because my nose is clogged with allergies.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I'll be then smelling it to kind of refresh my memory.
Don't smell
Oh,
much
yes. I remember now. It is very, I can definitely smell the peaches, but it smells very syrupy peach. Like maybe a peach concentrate. So. And we've been deliberately avoiding using it ourselves since our failed attempt at the review, so we don't, you know, use up too much of it. And all that.
This is a,
I do remember I enjoyed it.
this is a normal nickel, almost a Kental nickel bill, 26 gauge, 10 wraps, equals about 0.06, not 0.6, 0.06. We're going to vape this at around 350 degrees Celsius, so that's about 600 in Fahrenheit. And just going to drip this out and see what it's like. I just rebuilt this coil because I'm not really used with nickel bilge yet, so I'm constantly just burning the coil and stuff.
If you're switching from Kenthal to nickel, by the way, for rebuilding,
like we did.
Yeah, do your research. It's taking. We're finding it's a lot more of a learning curve than we expected. But you know what? For the option of being able to use TC with your rebuilds, it's worth the extra effort, at least in my opinion.
Okay, here we go.
I suppose that's really more of a personal thing.
You're going to get the privilege of vaping it first.
Well, thank you.
Oh yeah, this is 8 Nick too, we forgot to mention.
Oh yes.
This is available in 0, what is it? 0, 8, 12, 18, and 24.
Again, just like the smell, it's a very heavy, syrupy sort of flavor, sort of peach flavor. And there really is a strong throat hit here. With that high PG, I'm not surprised. It is a,
Somehow we're still getting wicked old clouds off it too.
oh yeah. Well, it is a dripper. Hold on a second.
Really peachy. I like I'm gonna say I use this when we try to review. I'm not a fan of it. I really just don't like this flavor of juice. That's just my opinion. Now, Sean seems to like it.
I do enjoy it a great deal, actually. I think I'm going to be vaping on it myself once I run out of the juice that I'm currently using, the Yum Yum Bubble Gum. You might remember we posted that one recently. I really love that one. But yeah, I'm a fan. Once I run out of that, I'm going to be using this in my tank as well. I really do enjoy it. It's a very heavy, syrupy flavor. So if you're not really a fan of nice, really syrupy flavors, it might not be one for you. But if you really like a nice, strong, almost like you took a concentrated juice and didn't put quite enough water in it. Not juice, but like juice that you drink. Almost like you took like a frozen juice concentrated, didn't put quite enough water in it.
And also keep in mind the PG getting more flavor. I got that mixed up in our first little videos that I thought the VG was more flavor, but it's actually the PG. So if you're really flavor junky like Rip Trippers,
See, now we have to link to them.
That must be good. And
that's another one of your favorites, isn't it?
Yes.
Favorite reviewers. There's a lot of reviewers online, by the way, that we watch ourselves. This isn't something we just decided to do. This is something we are fans of ourselves, and decided, you know what, we'd like to do this ourselves.
Actually, Indoor Smokers inspired me, at least.
Oh,
Indoor Smokers did.
Yes, myself as well. We're not going to bother trying to copy his, how would you call it, his style, because, of course, you know, that'd just be ripping him off. We don't want to do that. Anytime we mention something from another, or quote another reviewer or use one of their lines, we always give them full credit for it, for obvious reasons, because they deserve it. Really. Actually, that is the obvious reason. They deserve it.
Links will be down in the crotch box.
Like that. That's what we endorse smokers. Back to the eJuice, though. But yeah, like I said, it is a very strong syrupy flavor. So if you're not into that, this is definitely not one for you. Also, I do remember when we first started and we were going with this high PG juice, I used to reach for my inhaler a lot. So if you're quitting smoking because of asthma, go with a higher VG.
Like Max.
Yeah, that's actually just
if your tank's capable. If your tank's capable, get Max VG if you're asthmatic.
Yeah, or you can go with a dripper. Normally, I'd suggest something like the eVod
2
or something along those lines that for a beginning vapor. But if you're quitting smoking because of asthma, go with something that can handle a high VG juice. VG is, of course, a lot thicker than PG, so you're going to need something with a much greater juice flow. And just keep the water voltage down a bit to the point that you can handle until you get used to it. It is a bit more expensive starting out because, of course, sub-ohm tanks, TC, things like that are, and drippers, it's a little more pricey than the sort of starter kit. But if you don't want to be reaching for your inhaler a lot, it's definitely a good one. And high PG, of course, the same way it gives you that hard throat hit, it might cause a little bit of trouble for asthmatics if you go with a high PG juice. So that's definitely something to keep in mind if that's the reason you're quitting smoking.
Another thing about high PG, it actually burns a lot slower. As you clearly see, we haven't dripped it anymore after all those puffs off it.
The flavor, in my opinion, is fantastic. You're really not fond of it?
I'm not a fan, no.
So we kind of got one thumbs up and one thumbs down there?
Well, I got a half, like in half, you know, like
it's acceptable
yes,
to you.
Like, but would I buy it again? Probably not.
I, however, would. And I might look forward to something, you know, hopefully Juicy will come out with a higher VG juice in the near future. If they do, I will definitely buy it again. Otherwise, I think I might avoid it simply because of the effect that the high PG tends to have on me.
Remember, smoking is dead, vaping is the future, and the future is now.
Yeah, you've already mentioned Rip, so it's not like no one who knows him is going to miss that reference. We love that one, by the way. If by some miracle, Rip Trippers, you ever watch this video, we love your work too. Absolutely love it.
Oh yeah, another thing we'd like to mention, we actually joined a partnership via Full Screen. I think we are required to mention them in some of our videos. That is in the contract. But
not all, though.
Not all, but this video, let's talk about that a little while.
Yeah. Now that we've got the review out of the way, did you have anything else to say about the juice before we get into that?
No.
Okay. Uh, so far, this seems like a good option. If you're doing this on a regular basis, as we are anyway, you know what? Why not do what you can? See if you can maybe get some of that profit that YouTube would be getting by running their ads and things in your pocket. Obviously, we're not going to be mentioning how much.
No,
Because, frankly,
that's
that's private
that's against YouTube's code of conduct for partnerships.
for obvious reasons. At least I would hope they are obvious reasons.
Yeah.
We don't want people, and I'm sure YouTube doesn't want people getting into this kind of thing just because they think they're going to make a lot of money. It's like anything else. You're not going to make a fortune on anything you do up front. So, I mean, if you're going to be getting into something like this just because you think you're going to make money, don't bother. Because if you are, then you're not going to have enough interest in it to keep going for as long as it would take to actually get to that point.
Yeah, and also, if you want to join the full screen partner, I'm not going to say that you get approved for it. We'll put the link down in the description to join it, because that's another thing that we believe that we are required to do.
Well, I don't think we're required to, but it is something I'd like to do anyway, just to get the word out there, because a friend of ours is involved with them and finds them very well to work with. We've already, our last video actually we uploaded through them to YouTube, and it was extremely easy to do. And the way it was done, I think that means there might be a backup on there as well. I'm not sure. Don't just take my word on that. That might not be accurate, but it seems as though there's also a backup on there. Hopefully there is, which would be a fantastic idea. I know one friend, someone Trevor knows, unfortunately had some difficulty because their account was hacked, and of course having backups is always a good idea of anything that's important to you.
The guy we're actually mentioning, I'm gonna, you know what? He's not vape related, but I will mention him. His name, his YouTube channel is Vincent Megert. I'll put the link down in the description for you guys.
Awesome. So you know what? Anyone who is already doing this for what I would consider the right reasons, simply because they want to, because they have a passion for whatever it is that they're doing videos about, or it's something they truly want to do anyway, why not go ahead and do what you can, and see if you can make some extra income from it. I mean, you know, even if you're not getting a lot out of it, even if it's nothing more than just an extra few dollars, I'm not just going to pull some random numbers out of the air. Let's suppose, and I hope that's acceptable. Is that be acceptable?
Yes.
Yeah, just some randoms. Even if you just get, say, like 10 or 20 bucks, right? That'd be something on top of your regular income that you can take and put aside. And you know, with things like Full Screen, they will also be using their network to try and promote your channel, which can help you grow your viewership that much faster, make it that much easier still, in addition to the fact that they can search for whatever you're doing. In addition to the fact that people who are interested in the kind of thing you're doing can find it through YouTube searches, Google searches, that will also be one more way that they can find you. You can get in touch with people who are actually interested in what you're doing. So even if you're not interested in making money through it, Full Screen may still be a way just to grow your audience and reach more people with whatever it is that you're doing, which especially if it's something that involves a message of some kind that you really want to get out there, can be a fantastic thing.
Anyway, I think that might be about it. I think we mentioned enough.
Yeah.
Anyway,
we've got a lot of links by now in the description below by the time you see this. I'm going to have to watch this video to make sure I remember everything.
Yep.
In the meantime, with another juice review that for me a hit, for Trevor,
don't forget to like,
oh yeah,
and comment.
Yes, please. If you have any questions at all, or anything that any suggestions for us on a brand or flavor that you would like to see us review, please let us know. And if we can do it at all, we'll be more than happy to.
Anyway, Vaportron
signing off.